everyone.
Hi there.
Welcome to June. So this is our roundup of some new fragrances that are hitting the counters in June. And we've picked 3 today.
Mm-hmm.
3. Plus one other little extra add-on that we're also sneaking in. So I'll start, shall I?
Yes, go for it.
Number 1. So the first one I want to talk about is a launch from Bulgari. It's a man's launch, and it is a fragrance called Bulgari Man Black Cologne. Bit of a mouthful. There we go. Bulgari Man is like the sort of brand, and then Black Cologne. Colognes. Now, don't be deceived, because the name Cologne, as we've probably talked about before, is that inspiring kind of freshness. So a cologne for most people is fresh and something you have to wear a lot of and keep spraying. However, this is inspired by the freshness of cologne, it's the name, but it is an eau de toilette strength, and when you spray it on, here we go.
Yeah, thank you.
It's quite warm, in fact very warm.
It is.
And quite deep and quite intense, with a touch of freshness in the top, because when you first spray it, you get this kind of energy and sparkle and radiance from neroli, which is like the essence of the bitter orange tree. But then you get lovely woody notes, and that gives it a real masculine, deep, quite nice, sexy quality.
Yeah.
I like this.
It is really gorgeous, and I always love the bottle of these. They
Yeah.
just feel really, like, I think they're
quite
meant
heavy.
to resemble like a kind of Greek column
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah.
they have a Greek and Italian heritage.
They
So
do.
yeah, very weighty and kind of manly looking.
Yes. Also, I want to point something out on Bulgari as well. So when you see Bulgari written, if you can see that, it's written with a V.
Yes.
But we always say Bulgari, and the V is just like a stylized way of writing the U. So don't be fooled.
They're
by that.
Greek heritage, isn't it?
Greek,
Yeah.
They're originally Greek silversmiths, Bulgari, and then they set up shop in Italy back in the 1800s. So there we go, a history lesson. A history lesson, even. What's
Right.
number 2, Sarah?
Number two is actually another Italian brand.
Okay.
Because this is from Etro. So you might know Etro as being an Italian fashion brand. They are more well known for fashion than fragrance. They're particularly well known for the paisley print. So you can see it on the box and on the bottle of this fragrance. So they use the paisley print a lot. It gives that kind of Eastern style to their fashion.
Yeah.
The fragrance that I've got to show for you today is called Shantung. Here we can see it. So Shantung is the name of a fabric that Etro use a lot in their fashion, and it's a type of silk. I try to describe it as like a kind of quite a matte finished silk.
Yes.
With lots of little bobbles, so you can almost see the thread bobbles going along it. I'm sure you know what I mean. That's Shantung, and Etro use it a lot. And anyway, Shantung silk comes from the Chinese province of Shandong.
See what you did there.
So it is inspired a lot by China. So in it, if we have a little spritz, here we go.
Thank you.
There is beautiful notes reminiscent of the East. So first of all, fruitiness.
Yeah, it is.
So there's tangerine, which is lovely and kind of zesty. And then there is lychee.
Yeah.
So lychee's it's not in fragrance that much, but it always makes me think of China, and it has that kind of sweet fruitiness to it. But then it's very like the fragrance, smooth but with slight texture. It has the lovely smooth texture of white musk, which is very clean, but then the kind of rose petal feel to it that's very airy and light. So it's such an, you know what,
It's
a really
quite transparent.
yeah, very easy fragrance to wear for summer. Lovely. And yeah, this is Etro fragrance is actually only in about 3 or 4 places in the UK, so it's quite hard to find. But if you do go to somewhere where they have it, have a try this and see what you think.
Yeah, I like. Okay. Number 3. So also behind me. I'm going to pick the box up for this as well, because I quite like you to see that sort of, again, a textured box inspired by the studs on Jimmy Choo accessories. If you're a fan of Jimmy Choo, You might remember that last year they launched a fragrance in this shaped bottle called Illicit, just Illicit. And this one, which launched in June, this is called Illicit Flower. Got too many things now, you have that. So pink, smells of pink. If pink, the colour, was a smell, this is what it would smell like, I think, in my opinion. Because it's very girly.
Girly, yeah.
It's fruity, but not sickly fruity. So the fruit is apricot. So again, pretty, I want to say. Lovely notes of rose, soft musk. Sarah just talked about musk. And again, if you want to just smell feminine, and you want a day that's not too serious,
that's
it's
right.
a cheerful fragrance, Illicit Flower. Still, because of the musk, a little bit of sensuality as well. So it's not all girly and ethereal, it's got something about it.
Okay, so that's our 3 fragrances, but there was one other little bonus that I wanted to share with you. It's not a new fragrance, but it's a new accessory related to fragrance.
An add-on.
It is
a must-have, we sometimes say. There we go. Okay.
This. So it is the Dunhill London Icon Travel Spray. So if you know the fragrance of Dunhill Icon, I think we've talked about it in other videos, it is quite revolutionary in that it's won a lot of awards. It's, you know, a really distinctive kind of aromatic fragrance, and the bottle was lovely, and the main bottle that, when the fragrance launched, was exactly the same as this but bigger. And one of the great selling points of it was that it was really weighty and luxurious. But it's also sometimes a downside, because if you're travelling, you don't want weighty in your hand luggage. So what they've launched is this travel spray. You can see how it kind of comes on the back of the package there. So you get the spray, which you open up, she says, like that. And then you get 2 refills that are 30ml each that you can pop inside.
So they come in there like that.
Yeah. So I just think it's really practical. It's a bit of a dying art, the kind of purse spray thing for fragrance. Like, a lot of fragrances have discontinued them now, so I was really happy to see this coming out. And you know, Dunhill are the epitome of an English gentleman's accessory brand, so I think it fits really well with them. So very excited about that, and it really is gorgeous.
Okay, so they are some of the launches this month in June. Hope you enjoyed that. Please do, if you get to go into any of the stores and try any of these fragrances, please do let us know how you find them. Leave some comments. Please subscribe. And hopefully you can catch up with us next week.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.